I need to top a bunch of these Lombardy poplars that are at the end of their lives and will be falling on the little house of my family and kids as they're playing, so that's what this video is about. We are taking the fence posts off so we don't break them when we trim the trees down. I don't know if we can do anything about the posts themselves. I think these are probably affixed into the earth, but at least we can take the planks down. Take this down too. So I'm strategizing a little bit up here. Pretty much at the max height right now. Almost. I got probably maybe 10 more feet. But I've kind of cut out a gash inside the tree here so I'm getting closer to the trunk. Probably gonna cut out some of this little stuff and try and drop it. But this stuff up here is gonna be challenging. I probably need to wait on this extension because the power lines are right down there, and I'd really like to avoid dropping another giant branch. So you can see that guy goes another 20 feet, 25 feet up. I don't want to drop another branch on the power lines. I managed to hit my fence down there, all these little white fence posts. I removed the pieces in between, but I broke one of them way down under me where you can't see it. I probably can cut out a lot of this bushiness over here on this side. And fill all this stuff and then wait and do this central right side trunk later, because it just leans too much. I don't think I'd be able to control where it's going very well. Bruises up here. No good. No good. How will I do this? Yeah, that one right there where it hooks off down here and really goes out, that's going on the power line for sure. Unless I could get all the way up there and cut it off tiny chunk by tiny chunk. Sketchy. Well, decided to go for it. Nothing's on the power lines, thank the Lord. Got tripping hazards here, at least I'm tied in. Got the whole top off pretty much except for that side, which kind of goes towards the power lines. Maybe if I brought this in from the other side, I might be able to get at it. I don't know. But need to sharpen up my two chainsaws. That thing is so heavy, the big one. Tires me out. And this tree is even scarier than ever. That thing is huge all the way up with big dead spines. It's gonna be an interesting one. Oh man. Not even at the top anymore. But there's no breeze. So it's hard for me to quit even though I'm a little tired. Yeah, there goes one of my guys. I probably should do is come back, trim this section way back so I can get up real close, drive this thing up real tall, then I can knock off section by section by section. Not sure what to do about these big guys yet. Maybe I'll have to have the power company come turn off power. That's dead. These spurs were all dead. Dead wood. This was live. Oh man. Don't look down, Joe. Don't look at your boom wobbling in the wind. Oh, there's some of my cows. Yeah, I think it's time to be done. Okay, so we figured it out. There was a fuse blown on the red wire coming out of the alternator and going to the battery. So we replaced the fuse, and the fuse now operates correctly, not at 42 volts, but at 14 volts, and is charging the battery. So we're good to go back to work. Well, I've cut a bunch more. Come down quite a bit. All those widowmakers stuck there, that's not good. I wonder if I can trim that back. That's terrible. Wow. Now what to do next? I could go after the main trunk, but I'm unsure if this big branch is attached high or low on it. I'll have to come around here and look. Maybe I'll swing my deal in a jig. To swing this, I put one foot here, and then a hand here, and very gently and delicately start to turn, make sure I'm not going to hit anything. It's quite the wild adventure driving this thing. Okay, what do we got? Oh yeah. Okay, I can't take any more off the top. I've got a whole bunch of widowmakers hanging out in various places. Like, look at all these dead branches up in here. Good windstorm and knock them out. I need to try and clean it up as best I can, probably. That's a power line killer right there. Get right on those power lines right there. They asked me how I'm gonna do that tree. It's like taller than this one was. Bigger. Kind of hard to see the power lines, but they're right there. They're right above that blue spruce. And that branch is right above it. God, there's no way I'm getting that branch with those power lines there. I've got to do something about the blue spruce planted right underneath of the power lines. It just grows right up into them. Oh man. Going around here. It's a crazy bug. Camera's getting some good...
It's got a long proboscis there.
That's pretty cool. It does, doesn't it? It's
yeah.
Crazy. It just totally ignores me.
They're kind of cool.
I had a problem with the boom lift. The center hydraulic pass-through, basically this allows fluid to go through from the top of the machine to the bottom, so you can spin infinite times without breaking lines. I can't remember what the thing is called right now, but it's kind of like ticking along and giving me a lot of problems. So after some extensive work, I was able to figure it out, and that big steel wheel you see coming around slowly, that needed to be greased. I probably should grease it again now, but yeah, took a long time to figure that out. You can't always tell, but I stick these little snippet videos, but here you can get more of a real-time feel for how it goes. It takes quite a bit of time to cut these branches and tree trunks down safely, and then cut them up and get them out of the way of the boom lift. You can see here by the flashing around of us going that it's just a big job. Here we are again, getting up there, trimming some more. Eventually we brought all these down to the height of those power lines on the left, or lower than the power lines. But these Lombardy pines, they grow up with lots of stems all over the place, so it can take quite a bit of time and effort. I tried doing these slow-mos a little, or not slow-mos, but fast motions, I guess you'd call them. But you can see me clearing out a lot of them here. Here's a couple more views of it from different angles, so you can see some of the progress. That was a 110-foot tall poplar, and my boom lift, which is 60 feet, so I can kind of dig into the side of it, but then I have to fell the big part, which is kind of sketchy. I use that yellow rope to do it. When this tree hit the ground, it embedded some chunks over a foot into the ground. Like this piece, I can't pull it out. Look at that. It's about 7 inches in the dirt. That was nuts. The tree exploded. Okay, so tied a rope, probably 50 feet up, 55 feet up. Got it going down over there. Now I need to cut my way through this thicket of stuff that I'd cut previously. And you can see the two big trunks down in there. There, and they meet. And they go down a little further, and I'd like to cut this down probably near under the power lines. It's going to be a lot of weight though. It's probably 10,000 pounds. I got a 1,000-pound rope to help pull this direction because I don't want to hit the little house. Don't have a huge gap. Got power lines over there. You can't really see them, but they're this side of the blue spruce. I kind of want to fall this right into the middle there if I can. Maybe I'll put a truck there, attach it to my yellow rope, pull a little bit, cut, and then have somebody pull real hard on that rope so that this monster doesn't come down on the little house. Okay, so the idea is pull on that rope way up there. Hopefully the tree doesn't come down the little house. Okay, so the plan is tug on this rope, maybe with a truck right there. and have the tree come right straight towards me and not hit this little house or anything else. Gonna be challenging. Oh man.
Well, it's gonna fall awful and it's gonna look horrendous as well.
No, once it'll regrow in like a year and it'll be bushy again. That's how these trees go. The big question is, it wants to fall in the little house. And I don't know if I can keep it from doing what it wants to do. Wow. I really wish I had actually videoed it. That would have been cool. It did?
Yeah.
Dude, that was nuts. It's like a mini earthquake when it hit the ground. Wow. Well, the rest of this I don't think I can do until I get the power lines down. But that was the biggest boy of all of them. It was wider than the chainsaw bar by a significant margin. I had to like stick it around and try and... Oh man. I'm kind of curious to go look at the cut.
Like I say, it's moving, so I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the problem when you can't see what you're doing. What I was doing was I'd stick it way around back there and try and like edge it. And I couldn't see it. I went too far. Yeah. The other ones will take the power lines down and hopefully we can drop 3 or 4 more right in the same spot. That was the sketchiest one, biggest, sketchiest. Yeah, wow. Did it just shatter? It's such weak. Power lines are down. Sitting at the base here. Clearing out room under my tires so I can move in closer to the tree. Got a rope tied way up there on this. I'm gonna clear out the cluster of stuff on this side. Big branch cluster. I got some more on the other side too to chop down. And we will see the big guy come down. You there? Hey, Clint.
You ready?
Yeah, start gently pulling now. I'm clear-ish. This tree is all rotted out in the center. It's crazy. Ready to fall anytime. Super dangerous. Oh man. Good thing we're taking these down. Excavator loading truck. Here's me, tired, terrified. Real windy. Loading the truck with the excavator. Good. Set. And release. Big old boom lift. Well, we got a lot of wood to move. But the tree topping is done. Clear.